a zippity-doo-dah kind of day today.
It's a zippity-doo-dah day. Lots of excitement. We're going to try to keep this down to 10 minutes.
We have a lot to talk
easy.
about. Talking about
joy.
one of our favorite things to talk about.
First thing, we're going to try to change the pictures every now and then. Look what I put up there today, honey. So that's Angelina and I. I think maybe we were in second grade.
Something like that. Like maybe 8 years old. Would that be second grade?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably third grade for me.
A little pixie haircut.
Yeah, this was right after I got my crew cut. I wanted to kill myself.
You're adorable.
Well, I am, but I wanted to kill myself then. It was terrible. I cried and cried and cried. It was like an Easter haircut they gave me.
Oh.
I felt like Samson, you know. Anyway.
Well, here's a funny story. I always had short hair because my dad loved short hair on us kids. And I was a swimmer, so it was really good to keep my hair short. But I one time went into a health food store to get some protein powder so I could have some, protein shakes. And the person that worked there said to my dad, well, I guarantee he'll like this. And I was like, ah! And my dad said, well, I'm sure she will like it. So.
See that? That's the opposite of what's happened to me because I've been sitting in diners with ladies and a waitress will come up from behind us and say, hey, can we get you ladies anything? And I turn around and say, no, we're fine, but I could use a fruit salad.
Well, you are wearing my shirt, Armand.
Well, here's the deal. It's not my fault. She likes to color coordinate what we're doing a little bit, and it's kind of fun. So she puts out, it's unbelievable how little green we have. Green,
we
obviously,
just don't wear green.
Is not a color we normally pick. So she puts out these two shirts. So I put on this one because I like it better.
So this is his, so it's a little big, but
and this is
that's
hers.
Okay.
And it's nice and tight and form-fitting. It's got a picture of Ganesh on the front.
So anyway, that's that.
I love wearing her clothes. Especially her lingerie.
You want to talk about
not
that?
Really, not really. I don't think I've worn her lingerie more than 3 or 4 times.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's like that one night she came to me. She says, Armand, take off all my clothes. I said, really? She goes, yeah, quit wearing my stuff. Okay, anyway, let's get
all right, let's go. Let's get the daily word read. We love it. Today is on prosperity. I have everything I need. Infinite supply is always available to me because I am part of the all-encompassing goodness of God. I take this truth to heart, knowing all that I could ever need is available to me at the level of consciousness. In prayer, I claim the divine idea of prosperity and open myself to an influx of prospering ideas. I am inspired to use my knowledge, inherent abilities, and skills to create conditions that allow me to increase my supply and draw my good to me. Should I come to believe that something is lacking in my life, I need only notice the bounty of the natural world for evidence that I live in an abundant universe. Abundance is mine, and I live in gratitude for my prosperity. You want to read scripture?
Why not?
Why not?
And God is able to provide you with every blessing in abundance, so that by always having enough of everything, you may share abundantly in every good work. 2 Corinthians. Oh, boy.
All right.
So real quickly, there's so much going on. Number one, I've talked before. I love to talk about the things that I'm seeing in the mirror that are a little different than they were 10 years ago. And one of them is this little pouch of extra skin I've got going on here. I call it my walrus neck. But we've been trying some different home remedies.
We'll do that tomorrow.
We've been trying some different home remedies. This is supposed to be really good.
That's right.
And then you go, and then this. And then we also have this cream that my friend Nell, shout out to Nell Turner-Durich.
That's right.
It's called
Nell
Rump.
gave me that shirt, I believe, too.
She did. Mm-hmm. Nancy Casey gave me this shirt.
That's right.
For you folks that know Nancy Casey from Sunsport gatherings and all that, she was one of our closest, dearest friends.
Yes.
And she got absorbed a few years ago into heaven. And that was a hard one for me, one of our dearest friends in the world. But she gave me that, and Nell gave you this. That's awesome, Sharon. Yep. So anyway, she gave us this stuff called Rump Cream, and I guess it's supposed to firm up your butt.
It is.
And I thought, well, if it's for firming up your butt, Sometimes I feel like a butt. Sometimes I don't. I put it on here, and it's working. But we're told that there's another home remedy that gives almost instantaneous results. So we're going to do it on camera.
Tomorrow. Let's do that
You're
tomorrow.
supposed to be able to see it immediately. So we're going to do it on camera
it's
for y'all.
amazing.
And it might not necessarily be part of the vlog, but then it may be.
Well,
Who knows?
we'll make it a part
We're
of
playing
it.
it all by ear. Okay, what's next, my love?
Okay, a quick quote
Quick quote.
about...
That's a tongue twister.
All right. Doing what you love is the cornerstone of having abundance in your life.
Nice. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. There is a short poem, we say. Its rhymes all go the same way. It's caught many an ear, thanks to Edward Lear, whom we toast on this Limerick Day. Just ask me for a limerick.
Alexa, how about a limerick?
There once was a Sith Lord named Vader. Of pure evil, he's an extra dark shader. He dresses in black and breathes like a yak. If you've seen him, you've not been afraider.
That is adorable. So I have a little Darth Vader thing that I do if I'm around someone, especially in my past when I would be around a woman that would take her childhood stuff out on me. Angelina doesn't really do it, but I would go, look, I am not your father. Anyway, that didn't go over very well. That's why they all left me. You're the only one, literally the only woman in my entire life that has not left me in 3 years or less.
Well, you're perfect for me.
We are. That's it. Don't look for the perfect person. Look for the perfect compliment. Look for the ideal person for you. Although I kind of got both. Anyway, so yes, that was wonderful. Daily word, prosperity. Prosperity. I didn't know until I got into New Thought that prosperity meant anything other than money. And so it's been expanding and eye-opening and mind-blowing to see all the different ways prosperity shows up in relationships and finances and material things and family, that kind of stuff. It's all of it. Spiritual prosperity. I know this, baby. The best investment I've ever done for my spiritual prosperity is meditation. And it's fantastic. And I also believe that community is really fantastic. And even though I'm loving the Zoom calls and the virtual stuff, it's opening up a whole new thing. We'll be doing something else this Sunday. We'll be the guest speakers and music and meditation at the Unity Center of Girard, Ohio.
Yes.
They meet at 11 a.m. and it'll be on their page, and also it'll be on Facebook. So anyway, we're excited about that. But the thing is, community is so important. They talk about the people in the world that are the happiest and live the longest are ones that have a good sense of community, gatherings and things like that. So you can say you can get your church from TV or from YouTube and all that, but the truth is we need our community. So we're looking forward to getting a physical community where we hang out together. And actually, I take that back a little bit, because last Sunday at the Unity in Morehead City, Crystal Coast Unity, they had quite a bit of community.
They sure did.
Because they did it as a
Before
Zoom
and
call.
after.
So we were there.
It was really cool, because as I clicked on the people went into the Zoom, what do you call that, room, they said, "Oh, hi, so-and-so. We're so glad you're here this morning. Oh, welcome."
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
probably
fabulous.
more community than a lot of churches where people just go listen to the speaker and then leave.
Right.
So it's fat. Like I said, we stayed an hour and a half afterwards.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna do a quick talk because we're just
Oh,
gonna get to
boy.
the basics.
Okay.
Prosperity talk.
How about your trust fund?
So I've been talking about a trust fund for many, many years. I don't know when it came to me, but what came to me, the message I got from Spirit was, how would you feel financially, anxiety-wise, worry, stress, blah, 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 if you had a trust fund and you knew that no matter what, all your needs would get met? And I went, oh my God, that would just take the pressure off of the bookings and how much product we sell and are we going to get enough in and enough people going to show, blah, blah. And Spirit says, well, you have a trust fund. Trust me and you'll be funded. And that really resonated with me. And the truth is, I've always been funded. Not necessarily always the way I would want. Okay, I've had some financial challenges here and there, but I've always been funded for every possible thing I could need and then some. So that's the trust fund. The more you trust, the more you fund. And if you want to see a video about it, the song I Will Survive, I turned it into God Will Provide, and it's all about the trust fund. Okay.
So tithing is a great way, a great prosperity thing. So how we do that, Armand taught me about this, that we have a tithe account. It's actually a checking account, and whatever money comes in, we put 10% of that into this account. And so then it's no longer ours to spend, it's ours to tithe to churches, to people that have brought us joy and
organizations,
inspiration.
Any place where we're spiritually fed.
It's a great way to do that, because once it's in that account, it's used for that, you know.
Yeah.
So I love that you taught me how to do that early on.
It makes you, thank you, love. It makes you feel very prosperous because, you know, no matter what else is going on in your life, you look and say, there's $300 in our tithe fund, blah, blah. And so we've been tithing to the musicians and the churches that we've been watching their videos and things like that, you know, doing to others as they have been doing to us, as we would like to have them continue to do with us.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay. A couple years ago, we bought some dinars.
That's right.
And we have a million dinars.
So just so you know, dinars are the Iraq currency.
Right.
And we were told there was a lot of conspiracies going on out there
years ago.
You know, 10 years ago. These dinars are gonna become 1,000 times more valuable. So we thought, well, you know what? It's $1,000. You get 1 million of them, so you get to be a millionaire.
That's right.
For $1,000, you get to be a millionaire. We have 1 million of something.
We do.
1 million
so
dinars.
We're a millionaire.
We're millionaires.
It's not worth.
No,
here it's not worth.
It's worth $800 now. We lost $200 on it. But anyway, we're millionaires. It's
That's
worth
right.
it for the prosperity we feel. And if they ever do go up in value, we'll sell those suckers quicker than you can say selam. Okay.
Okay, so really quick, because we're spending a lot of time.
We are. It's crazy. It's our favorite subject.
We're going to do a little game, a little exercise that maybe you all would love to do too, because it really makes us feel so much more abundant and fun and energized. So if you had $1 million, what would you do?
So we kind of asked ourselves this morning. And so the first thing we thought was, well, 10% is going to come off right off the top.
Tithe.
100 grand goes into the tithe account. That means we can be really, really generous with the people that have been great to us and spiritually feed us. 20% we thought we'd put to savings. Normally we put 10% of everything we make that goes into our savings. We call it a savings and medical fund. So if we need, our insurance payment comes out of that, and anything that we really need, savings, medical, and investment if we need to get invest in our career. So that's what that's. We'll put 20% in there. That'll be a couple of $100,000. We have an addition that we want to build so we can have a full-time music studio. We've talked about that before. That's about $25,000. We want to have a staycation fund of $100,000, which would give us $10,000 a year for 10 years to do some kind of a fun trip, a cruise. Right. We've really dreamt of a European river cruise.
Yes.
And we talked about doing it with your mom and dad, but we'll do it with your mom. And of course, your dad will be there.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Awesome. So let's see. Speaking of her dad, he has been communicating with her like amazingly. A lot of people have told us that, well, you know, you may have even more communication with him after he's gone. And so we go, oh, that's cool. But we don't really know. Yeah, we have. Oh, yeah. He even, I don't think I talked about this yesterday. We were going to watch a YouTube of the Holderness family.
Right.
And immediately what popped up on our YouTube file was her brother, church, Compass Cincinnati Church, and his wife was doing the opening. And it's like her dad.
For the Sunday service, because he's a
minister.
A minister there.
And her dad was always saying, did you see Bobby's sermon Sunday? Did you see Bobby's sermon? I think secretly he was hoping we would convert back to traditional Christianity.
I don't think so.
But that's all right. All right.
So he got us to watch it, because I don't think we would have. We like watching them, but we that was not on our list for that day. So thank you, Dad.
So
That's very sweet.
we also put $100,000 in our staycation fund, and that would allow us to take as many Sundays off per year just to relax and get more excited about going back on the road.
Right.
And then we thought we would take 10% and use those as family gifts, which is
Right.
to help different members of our family.
Our siblings, brothers, sisters, nephew.
Yeah, sometimes we
Your
have
son.
some chosen family too, but yeah, my son in Port St. Lucie, people like that we'd like to give them a little bonus.
Right.
And then we put down
I like
$100,000. Okay, so for I don't know how long, 15 years, whenever we would have a really good Sunday that was way above our needs,
gift account.
we
That's what
would
we call
a little
it.
gift account. We would take a $50 bill and we would stick it in our wallet. And then when we would see somebody that went above and beyond or something, we would give them that. Just whatever. It could be
Right.
anywhere. And this would give us a chance to do $100 a week.
Yes.
Every week,
it's-
so that'd be
it's so
$5,000, and we'd be able to do that for 20 years. That would be awesome.
That would
so
be
that
really
only
awesome.
used up about 75% of our $1 million. So the other 25%, we're just going to let Spirit guide us.
That's right.
So
do your list of what you would do if you were a millionaire.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. It just brings all that energy of abundance and prosperity back to you.
And
So-
we've said it before, but we'll say it again. If anybody wants to comment either on YouTube or on Facebook and say, hey, we'd like you to answer this question.
or talk about this or whatever you want to do.
You know, we run out of stuff to talk about, so give us something to
You
do.
do not run out of anything to talk about. All right. Sorry for the long talk today.
Holy cow.
We just got too excited. Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Yay!
Do abundance.
That's right. All right. Have a great day.
This is cool. Watch
Yes.
this.